The way we handle our money is getting this massive upgrade, and it's all being powered by artificial intelligence. We're being promised this future that's way more personal, way more connected, and just easier. But as our money gets smarter, there's this hidden challenge that's starting to emerge, one that can actually undermine the very trust this whole new world is being built on. So let's take a look at what's really going on behind the screen.
So, let me ask you a question. I want you to really think about this for a second. What is your financial world actually going to look like in just a couple of years? Seriously, this isn't science fiction anymore. It's right around the corner, and believe me, it's going to feel very, very different. So, what does this future really look like?
Well, based on the trends we're seeing right now, we can actually paint a surprisingly clear picture of your finances in 2026. And it's a world where your money is seamless, it's intelligent, and it's everywhere.
For starters, your finances are going to become deeply personal and just woven into your daily life. I mean, picture an AI financial advisor right in your pocket, giving you these real-time tips on your spending. Or maybe you need a loan? Well, you'll get it right inside the shopping app you're already using. And investing? That's not going to be just for the experts anymore. These new wealth tech platforms are making it as easy as ordering a pizza. And it's not just about making things easier. Your money is also going to become more connected and, well, more conscious. Sending money to another country, it'll be almost instant and super cheap. Insurance will be completely on demand. You can literally just buy it for a single ski trip if you want. And you'll be able to easily put your money into companies that actually align with your personal values, making your money a real force for good. All of this, it sounds amazing, right? I mean, who wouldn't want that? But this new financial frontier, with all of its interconnected parts, it's creating a landscape of not just opportunity, but also some really unprecedented risk. I mean, just think about it for a second. Every single one of those services, your shopping app, your investment tool, your crypto wallet, they're all talking to each other all the time. Our finances aren't sitting in these neat little boxes anymore. They're becoming one massive, tangled, interconnected digital network. And that brings us to the really crucial question, doesn't it? With every new connection point we add, are we also creating a new point of weakness? A new backdoor for things to go wrong? And the answer, unfortunately, is a big, resounding yes. The sheer complexity of this new system acts like an invisibility cloak for financial criminals. And our old ways of trying to find them, they're really struggling to keep up. This brings us to a huge issue in AI, what's known as the black box problem. Okay, this slide right here perfectly illustrates the disconnect. Let's take the BitConnect case, a massive $2.4 billion Ponzi scheme. The people behind it were ultimately charged with much simpler crimes like wire fraud. Now, why is that? It's because trying to unravel this super complex digital crime itself was just a near impossible task for prosecutors. The crime was simply too sophisticated for the legal system to actually prove. And this is the heart of that black box problem. See, financial institutions use these incredibly powerful AIs to detect fraud. The AI can flag a transaction and say, hey, this is suspicious, but it can't tell you why. It gives you an answer with zero reasoning. And without that crucial why, you can't build a legal case. It's like having a suspect, but absolutely no evidence. So, how in the world do you fight a problem that was created by smart AI? Well, you fight it with even smarter AI. A team over at Purdue University has developed this groundbreaking system that basically acts like a digital detective agency. And it's designed not just to find the crime, but to explain it. What they've come up with is this really brilliant three-step process. First, an AI detective sifts through these mountains of data to find a suspicious pattern. Then, a second AI, an interpreter if you will, pinpoints the exact features that make it look so fishy. And finally, an AI translator takes all that complicated data and turns it into a simple report that a real person can actually read and act on. This diagram shows you exactly how it all works. You've got the AI model acting as the detective, finding the initial lead. Then, this explainer component comes in as the interpreter, pointing out the key pieces of evidence. And finally, all of that gets passed to a human reviewer who makes the final call. This human-in-the-loop approach is it's absolutely crucial for accountability. Okay, so that's the big picture, but how does this system actually get the AI to explain itself? How does it turn just a simple, unhelpful suspicion into a complete, understandable story that you could actually use as evidence? All right, so let's start with the old way of doing things. A traditional black box AI flags a cryptocurrency wallet as suspicious. And that's it. End of story. For an investigator, it's a complete dead end. But now, check this out. The new system doesn't just flag the wallet, that's the red dot in the middle. It also gives you what's called an LLM insight. It uses the same kind of AI that powers chatbots to spit out a plain English explanation. It might say something like, hey, this wallet is connected to a ton of others but has almost no actual transactions. That's a classic sign of potential money laundering. And just like that, you've got a real lead. And the system gets even smarter. This chart here, it's called a Sankey diagram. It basically shows us how the AI is learning to connect certain behaviors to specific crimes. So look at that top line on the left, labeled degree, which just means a high number of connections. If you follow that line all the way across, you can see it's strongly linked to money laundering on the right. The AI is literally learning the signatures of criminal behavior on its own. And here's the final output, the real game changer. All of that complex AI learning gets boiled down into a simple, transparent rulebook. This right here is a decision tree. It creates a clear set of if-then rules, like if a wallet has a ton of connections but very few transactions, then you should probably flag it for money laundering. It takes that black box and just makes it completely see-through. So why does any of this matter? This isn't just about catching more bad guys. It's about building a future of finance that we can actually trust. And that trust is pretty much impossible without one key ingredient: explainability. You know, the Purdue researchers who built this system, they put it perfectly. They said the goal isn't just for the machine to be right, the output has to make sense to a normal, non-technical person. Because really, if we can't understand the AI's reasoning, how can we ever truly trust it? So let's circle all the way back to the beginning. Before we can fully embrace that cool AI financial advisor or that seamless in-app loan, we have to have faith in the systems working behind the curtain. Trust is the bridge between us and the machine, and that bridge is built piece by piece on understanding. Which leaves us with one last, really crucial question to think about. As AI gets more and more powerful and becomes woven into the very fabric of our lives, are we prepared to demand that it doesn't just get smarter, but that it also becomes more understandable? Because the future of our relationship with technology, it might just depend on the answer.